Mic check 1 2. Going live in 3 2 1. Let's go. Let's get it. Thank you, Jesus, for this opportunity. We pray for success. Amen. All right, so we have some yellow folder and some red folder news right there. So let's get rid of the yellow folder news. And then we do have some red news, the FOMC at 11 and 11:30. So I think if I saw that yesterday, I would have come to trade at 12 today. Two major news coming up. This one might be manipulation, then this is the direction, but the actual direction the price will want to go. But we'll see. Let's just go look at the price action, see how it looks like. If there's a trade, we'll take it. If there's no trade, then we won't take it. I'm gonna jump straight to the 15-minute, see if there's, yeah, this is a lot of consolidation. Can we have a movement right now? Probably. Yes, we can. And the last down would be in this section with this huge thing here. So not taking a trade until we close down below that. It's that simple. Otherwise, I could also use this down candle here. And there's a closure retest. If something happens, we can just go. But my rules are I cannot be embedded inside a bigger one. So I'm gonna have to wait for closure below this huge one here, kind of like what we've seen right now. So this is good. Now we can retest this area, whatever area, and take that trade, and that will be worth it. Look at just where we stopped. I'm considering to stop looking at this stuff here, because it's pretty much everywhere. Doesn't necessarily mean a lot, but you can't help it when you notice such. So that will be blind to me, but then I'll be focused on this 15-minute section here. So let's just go see if there's a trade real quick and we can take it. I think there's a trade here. I'm trying to see how many points because I don't have time for, oh man. Should have taken that trade. It's okay. Late to the party happens. But that's a legitimate trade right there. I'm just curious, how many points? 60 points, so that would be 2 contracts. And I'm not logged in, y'all. This is nonce. Connect. Alright, there'll be a second here. Lack of diligence. It's all good. And that right there could be the trade of the session. It looks good. That's close enough. But then again, we do have that news, right? But what am I looking for? A password. I haven't taken a trade this early in a while. Reload. Still not logged in, yo. What is going on here? Right. Trade of it, demo connect. And then I took you to that side. Oh. Okay. Okay, we're now logged in, and we need to. Oh, that's good that we didn't take that trade. I don't need to see those for now. Not right now. Let's wait for the 7 a.m. candle. Actually, that was not even a swing low. Now this is the swing low right here. But then again, if I say let's wait for the whatever candle, I'm gonna take this trade. If it fails, bro. We cannot be. So two contracts. If we close below that trend line, I'm taking it. We take that trade. Consolidation. We might consolidate until 11 a.m. But there's usually some moves. I need you to be a stop. No, market. But around here, we obviously gonna be taking two contracts. So a closure below this trend line, I'm taking that trade. Let's go look at the daily real quick. So immediately what I want to mark is this week. We want the symbol and the crosshair, which doesn't seem to work. So I don't know why I wanted to take this one here. Hakimi. PSG is on fire. That would be a very good place to take something. Previous day. No. Okay. Previous day week EQ. We are bouncing off of that. That's a nice trend line right there. And we are getting better deals too. Limit. Okay, we're about to abort this mission. It is not working. Previous day low. Previous day high. That trend line still valid. So we're doing our analysis on the go here. We are doing our analysis as we watch that 1 minute. I am going back to no predictions, bro. Which is pretty much how we started and how we're gonna end this thing. Don't worry too much about what price is doing. So we are gonna take part in the price action and then, you know, come and validate our reasons later. Need that thing to be, now that we're below, I'd rather favor. Okay, that's good. That short is still valid. In this case, my stop loss is gonna be, even if not at that high, it's just this high, that candle. But I think we have a trade here. I'm gonna change this to market. No, limit for now. Somewhere here, that's gonna be too much, bro. Yeah, we can do 200 market. Let's be ready to rumble. I think we do have something good here. So I've been looking at why, you know, I feel like this trade would work, you know. Now, I'm giving myself all kind of reasons. So we'll just go back to, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, such things we should be worried about. Let's go look at the number 17, just to see where we are with that daily. I'm gonna move here real quick. Yeah, because I think we are coming here very bullish from 31st of March. When we become gurus and we know to sell here on this day and leave price alone, and buy here, leave price alone. Oh, okay, so we still playing at that one SD area, which I think we can get shots from that spot, from that zone, which is what I want to stop doing, trying to predict the future. Now let's start thinking of I need to start thinking of longs. This is boat mission, bro. Blue crossing 50. Yeah, we don't want to see that if we have the side that we have bias on, or I do not want to see that. We could just be creating a weak body week here. Again, we have news. Look at what we bouncing off of on the 4-hour. So I'm thinking we should hold off a little bit. We've taken the previous 4-hour low though. But why didn't you want to take this low here? We'll be holding for a straight 1:2. If we get a trade, which I think it's now mission about. Okay. So nothing to see here on the 4-hour, other than maybe complete this gap. Let's go to the 1-hour. Oh, on the 4-hour. So the 1-hour. So pretty much with my high time analysis, I just use it to find targets. That's all. 1-hour is a target finder. I kind of see the structure too, how it looks like. So we do have like a mini breaker here on the 1-hour. You see this? I cannot assume that, but closed. We are retesting, so pretty much it could be predominantly bullish. I like that a lot. So during Asian session, support the whole of London. So we'll see if this holds to the upside. Let's go to the 30-minute. Looks look how it looks like this. It's also 30-minute. low, high, low, high, high, retest. So yep, some fair value gap right there or whatever. 15 minutes. 15 minutes is better. So let's refine it to the 15 minute. Which would be the high. Bodies still kept within. Okay, that's what we're gonna go with. Keep it simple. And we don't have to worry so much about everything else. So this is 15 bullish again, and also 15 bearish right there. So we have a problem here. Low, high, low, low. But this is more dominant in my opinion. So let's go to the 1 hour or the 30 minute. And we're going to take this low to the high of that break. Let's go to the 15 minute. Let's use that one. And we also have another one here. That's a high too. Wow. 1, 2. Low, high, low, low. But let's use this one. So that previous day weekly Q up there is a target. And then we have this area here. We have news today, y'all. What are we going to see? I don't think this morning is a good time to trade. We have some red news in the afternoon. Well, Eastern Standard Time. This one I could have slept a little bit more. Do I want to take a trade here, guys? Do I really want to take this trade? So shorts are still valid too, because of this character here. Oh, hi. This one worked so well, but what time was this? Look at that. Retest, retest, retest. Drop it like it's hot. So I have a rule: if blue cross 16 crosses the 50, like it's done right there, I'll need to see another good formation form. But the thing is though, it's still a good setup to take. It just might not be an A+ setup in my book. The stop loss will be above, maybe that's this high here. We're looking at 43 points, 50 points, so 2 contracts. But yeah, I'm gonna have to let that one go if it goes without me. Let's look at gold really quick. Okay, forming shorts nicely. Closure below that trend line is a trade. This one, the EMAs have not lined up, so me cannot take that trade even if I wanted to. Look at the 5 minute. Look at these highs here. And then that drop like this, we know it can act, you know, both ways. This could be OTE for you to return to that sweet spot and then keep going down, or this was the manipulation and then go up, retest that area, keep shooting the other way. So when your signal comes, you just have to take it. I don't have a signal here. I just don't have a signal here, man. This could be the new trend line. I wonder what I should do. You just second guess a trade, leave it alone. A lot of liquidity up here. Buy side of the curve. Yes, the previous day low is the sell side. The daily candle is bearish, kinda. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the weekly. Daily candle. Okay, so the EMAs have lined up. So unfortunately, I cannot take that trade. Or fortunately, whatever the result is, the EMA is kind of lining up again. So I'm gonna have to wait for another formation, which could give me a better deal. Make the slide brighter. How do I do that? Too bright. What have I done? What have I done now? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's comfortable. Yo, emails need to line up, bro. The whole point is if they're not lined up, then we're looking at consolidation. But if they're just lined up, then we're looking at momentum. That's kind of the whole point for this. The whole logic behind choosing these 4 EMAs here. So the 50 and the 100 is my dynamic support resistance. And then the 5 cross 16 is just entry. So hopefully, you know, I want to see that entry and then we don't have to retrace. That's the whole point. That's the trades I'm looking for with the formation of these EMAs. Is it perfect all the time? No. And also not entering on such. For example, we just closed below the trend line, right? So you can easily enter. But if the EMAs have not lined up, I'm not gonna enter that. I'm not gonna come in. So I think this is a retest and it's on. No. Blue is still above. Whatever. I wanna get rid of this trend line here, so I'm not tempted. Okay, 50 is crossing. Okay, we have seen a cross right there. I need to see another retest. If not, it is gone. The problem is a retest right now means 50 is going above, but you never know. And I think we have a better deal in terms of the size. Has to be this one. Seems like we do have shorts here, man. I need to write down settings by buttons. Good. So in case I'm late, I can just do sell here. All right, your emails have lined up really nice. I need to see a retest. If we can see that, that would be nice. Let me just be virtually ready here. My email goes above. This can be a quick trade here. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is not. 4 is too much. Okay. Market. If we can just touch that, bro, and just. And this is gonna be the low here, depending on how it forms. Psych. This might be the trade for the morning, and I can't even take it, bro. I cannot even participate. That was a good, very good deal right there. So emails just lined up. I need to see a retest. At least in between the blue and the 50. That's the only way I'm gonna take this trade. And then close below trend line here. Otherwise, if they're done, then there's really nothing we can do. So I don't have a trend line yet. In terms of my book. And I need to start recording this. Yes. Yeah, I think this is gone. This is really gone. Or not. Okay, we do have a trend line now. 2 swing lows, but I need this guy to retrace up a little bit. Thing is though, we have like a mini support resistance here. So we don't have to go back to that area again. Yeah. The thing is, if I enter this trade and it loses, I'm gonna be like, yo, you didn't follow your rules to the tick. And that's too much. 153 is too little. Okay, I'm liking this. I think we should be able to get somewhere down here. How many points we're looking at? 30 for 60 points for the morning move. Not bad. I'm gonna do the 1 hour candle just to see what it looks like. It's red. All right, this is looking good. So a little bit high. I just needed to come in between. Yeah, I think that's good enough, guys. That's good enough. That is good enough on entry, and if we lose this, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be totally okay. So a closure below that trend line, I'm taking this trade. If we close above the trend line, then this is gonna be the new trend line, but for now we're using this swing low because we don't have another swing low yet. We are recording. Let's look at gold real quick. So that's the new swing low right there. I'm gonna do this virtual gold entry here. Stop loss, just for the sake. Why not? Yeah. Now that's perfect, bro, but it wants to do its thing. Yeah, this is some consolidation behavior. Some consolidation vibes. Okay. How about me, sure? Just wait. So by 8, I'm not in a trade. I'm gonna close the stream and then come back again at 11:30, which is the best time actually to come in and join that momentum for the FOMC news. I would avoid trading this one, the 11 a.m. Then take part with the 11:30 a.m. This one I am not attempting to do nothing. So White House, Trump and oil company. Trump and oil companies. About we just say oil company. My brother. Okay, where are we, bro? Oh, it's fun to watch a little bit. How fun? No fun there, bro. Man, we are the ones who are suffering all these things. Anyway. This is some consolidation behavior, bro. If I was short, I wouldn't want to see that 1 hour candle flip back to green. Triangle forming here. Actually, there was one. And we know that characteristic price will choose one side. Just because it broke up does not mean it does this. It can just break up and then resume going down. Hungry. Okay, about mission. I think we're bullish. I don't have a plan for bullishness. It would have to be this candle here. This up candle before we shut down is inside of a bigger one here, so that's why I can't take it. I mean, I can. Nah. Mona, horea. Arauga Ken. Your Ken sounds like Ken. Kennedy. Quit it. We have this up candle, but in my book, we look left, and if we are within another up candle, that is the one that we use. So we'll have to wait for the closure above the high to even think of anything. And we can let this thing tell us what it wants to do. Otherwise, this one right here, we could have used it. It's not inside any. If we look left, it's on both. This is kind of what we're looking for, man. Low, high, whatever low forms comes back to that zone, man. The last down candle or candles before we take liquidity. So say buy side and then a break of structure, and then we just wait. Then we go look for evidence. So we'll be here. Our entry will be this candle here. This is one of the trades I don't see so much. No. Yeah, no. The cross would be here. So we'd have to wait for retracement. And then that will be the entry. Another disadvantage of this, whatever. Sometimes the entry is too late or it requires a lot, but I think the entry would be EMA's line up, and then wait, where are we? Okay, we still have time. The EMA lines up here. No, by here they are lined up because the smaller is low is below the bigger, and then that would be the retracement, and then when the EMA is lined up again, that's your entry. So that would be perfect. And then stop loss either at the high of the 100, which would be nice because that's a swing high, so that should be protected. And then for 1:2, so that would be 1 2 3 4 5 minutes in and out. That's pretty much what we're looking for. That is what we are looking for. Simple as that. I wonder if I come here and trade from, let's say, the London session. Just wait for that characteristic. Check the trade if it fails or not. Do that every day for a week, for a month. Can't wait to have time, y'all. I cannot wait to have time. So I can come here and time. Do my time here. Yeah. Oh, gotta stop recording. We are recording nothing. I'll push this to the side. We have something here too. I have no idea. So if I'm buying, it's gonna have to be above this high, which could be a little bit late, but buys above. Low, high, low, low. High, low, then waiting for high, retest of this zone here. That last up candles before this drop. Retest this area and then look for an entry. See if we can get maybe that same distance to the upside. Wrong one. Somewhere here towards that previous day half point. Another thing we could do is use this one here. That one too. A closure above, and we use the same logic. But then again, it's embedded in the big boy here. We don't like that. Or we can wait for that favored gap right there. Say 15-minute. And wait for, see how it acted as, what is this, resistance? If we can close above that zone there, that 15-minute gap, favored gap with a 15-minute candle, and then wait for a retest and then look for an entry, I think that will still be valid. I think I would use that instead of this upper candle. The only reason is because it's inside of this big boy here. So about mission, and let's just wait for yeah. And by the time we are closing above that 15-minute with a 15-minute candle, then we should be bullishy. There's always something that's opposing. This is corrective. It could be a stage for, but this is also corrective if you ask me. What am I saying? This was corrective too, but we didn't. Okie doke. If you're a magician and you just knew that up candle right there, at the retest of it, you could just buy that and a stop loss below that up candle. As the last up candle in this leg, we showed down the closure above it, signals a retracement, but that's the characteristic I want to see on the 15-minute though, and then look for an entry on the 1 minute. That's the whole point. So now I wanna buy where the buy stops are. Oh, as I understand, there's gonna be buy stops here. So look at those equal highs or sell stops. People going short at double bottoms, double tops. One touch. Stop losses are here, wherever they are. This is a good entry. Anybody trading double tops? 1, 2. But we know, someone didn't take profit. They're still holding because they want price to come down here and touch the center of the earth. They're still holding on their position. They're about to get smoked. How do you know? I don't. I just am saying that so when it happens, I'll say, I told you so. Oh, I told you. And if it doesn't happen, then we don't even talk about it. Huh? Nobody knows what this market will do. The only time you know what it will do is when it already happens, and then you say, I told you so. Now, this is a good characteristic of this 1 hour candle. So, chances of it being shaved are low. It's already established its characteristic there. It wants to keep going up. So, what we're gonna try to do is try to take part in what I think it's going to do. I'm not predicting, or maybe I am. Again, we have news here at 11. 11:30. So what I knew about such a thing is moments leading to the news, or even hours, price is gonna be kind of in a consolidation. But what I've also seen is price just acts normal. We'll give you some trades, and then maybe a few moments before the news, it starts consolidating. And then when the news hits, push, we start flying. I wonder what today the FOMC is gonna do. Gold If I took that trade, I would have been smoked right there. All right, but we didn't take the trade, so let's forget about that. If it worked, I would have told my mind, see, I told you so. I told you so. So now what we're waiting for is for this 15-minute to be inverted. And the EMAs are lining up. I would like to see a retracement before we come and take these highs, and then I can take that trade. Even though I really need to buy above here, I should wait. But if I get a trade here, I am taking it. So this closes in the next 1 minute. The 15-minute candle closes in the next 1 minute. And before that happens, let's see what we got here. 1 hour. What am I looking at? What is me looking at? And then this is going to be an inverted fair value gap acted as resistance. We'll see if it's now going to act as support and see if we can get just a small trade. Something we can go in and break even real quick. And then see what happens. I would like those highs not to be taken. Yeah, this is definitely inverted. In 24 seconds, which could be a lot. You can still see this thing trade under. As much as I want to see this retrace, I want to see the 15-minute candle close above that section there. Okay, so officially inverted. EMA is lining up. Now, if you can retrace, tricky. If we can get if we can get a good deal, like retrace, and then maybe get a trade from somewhere here, we can get our 1:2 easily before those equal highs there, and that could be a sneaky trade. So let's see what we got here. I need to see two swing lows before two swing highs, so I can draw that trend line. Retesting that 15-minute gap. So I'm very specific on my entries, man. Like there's a couple of things I want to see. Before then, I cannot take that trade. It could be an advantage, and sometimes it's a disadvantage too. So for me to see the full benefit of that, I have to stick to those set of rules and let them play. Let the dynamics of it play out with time. If that makes sense. But if I keep changing, then you're messing the dynamics of your strategy in terms of the win rate. Okay. So just as I pointed out, waiting for that a closure above that 15-minute fair value gap right there, that box. And then as it was acting as resistance here, we want to see it act as support, and we're kind of seeing that right now, but I didn't have a way to enter, right? So there's nothing I can do about that. Those are some of the things that would make me start chasing price. So for example, I would have said, you know, you should have seen this fair value gap here, and then you should have known to buy So I'm thinking maybe I should have done something like that. And then my stop loss maybe below this down candle here, this one, and then aim for those highs. But then again, I'll be now 1.3. Now I am a 1.4 guy, 1.1:3 guy. Yeah. And then now that's what I would start looking for all other trades to come. It's a bad psychology, man. So whatever strategy you get, it's not gonna work out all the time. Just patience. Again, we still have another play here. A closure above this high. I'll be looking for a retest of that area, and then EMAs line up, and I get my trend line, my two swing highs, a higher high and a higher low. Closure above that trend line, boom, that's my trade. So we just chill. Let me look at the 15 seconds just for the sake here. So this is what we're looking for. EMAs line up, trend line, at least two swing highs, 1, 2. Retest of the 50. Can go further, that's okay. The EMAs just can go down, cannot cross down. The 5 can cross the 16, that's okay. And then on its way up, I need them to line up, and then a closure above that trend line right there, and that's my entry. My stop loss below the 100 EMA, because I'm believing momentum is not in play. There's no need for price to get down here. Then I just look for my 1:2, pretty much. That's it. So this thing will form a lot on the 15 seconds, but then there's gonna be a ton of fake outs too. So you get your entry fast, or you also get stopped fast. So whatever you want to do, whatever pill you want to chew or take. So that would have been a good entry straight up. There's another one here, but I don't trade the 630, but that was perfect one time. The lower the time frame, the more the setup will form, the higher the chances of losses too. But I'm thinking it should be the same thing, because if you're strictly doing 1:2, you should come out victorious, I think. But with my one trade a day, the 15 seconds is just too fast. So I settle with the 1 minute. And I think it's a good place to hunt for one trade a session. Yeah. So if I was to take 2 trades, I'll probably try see if I can get a trade in the AM, then see if there's another one I can get in the PM. Or just come every, I don't know, come every hour, try see. I mean, we're gonna have to look for ways to take multiple trades, I guess. But for now, with the little drawdown that we have, because like right now my drawdown is not even 2000, it's 1570. So I cannot be a lone ranger, y'all. All right, so we still have something in play here. This was supposed to be a short, so we'll just convert it to 15 positive right there. 15 bullish. So we're looking for, wait a minute. There's a couple of them. This is the best though. I like that zone right there. Gray 15. I like that zone. And I'm thinking this was the manipulation right here. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So I'm thinking that was the first leg. So let's see if we can take part in the second leg, if I'm not wrong on that concept, but I think that's what it is. And then assuming that this was the sell side of the curve, then we're now forming the buy side of the curve. So that previous day high could be the drawn liquidity. Could be wrong. If that's the case, that's a whole lot of distance. I'll be 200 points. I should get my 1-2 easily. Well, let's see. First of all, that 15-minute needs to close above the zone. I need with the body close. The body has to be above. So we'll see that in 5 minutes. EMAs are lining up okay. I like that. And then we'll wait for retracement. Get our trend line. Close above the trend line, we get our trade. We get smoke, we get smoke, we win. Either of the two. So for now, let's keep waiting. Let's look at gold real quick. Let's look at these other guys too. ES. Kind of same thing with NQ. Dow is going. US30 is doing the other side. Yeah. But this right here will be an end. If I was trading this with the same logic, I wonder if there's a YM. What are you doing? Okay, I'll take this to the side here just to have a little bit of clean charts. Or get rid of that line and just... And also move this to the side. We get the point. It's now inverted. Yeah. Now I already have my two swing lows, two swing highs right there. High, low, high is how you look at it. High, low, and a high, low. I need to see a retracement. Again, we've taken this buy side here, so that could also be another like a liquidity grab to come back into this range. That is something to take a note of. This is why I say there'll always be something opposing to what you want to do. So have a set of rules and just when everything lines up, take that trade. Because this could easily be, we've taken that liquidity, so we'll want to trade back into this range. Easily. I need to see a deeper retracement, bro. That's too shallow for me. The touch of the 16 also and then trading away is good, but hey, the amount of losses I would take would be a lot, yo. I think so. That's too soon. I want to see a deeper retracement. And then the targets will be up here. Someone who's taking a trade down here, you know, risky folks, risky people. Reversals. I used to trade reversals a lot. Yeah, that one I need to have my own account to go back to. Used to pay good, but the losses you take, oh, yeah. Losses. Trying to pick the bottom or trying to pick the top, dangerous. Actually, was to go back to trade reversals, it would be a reversal within a trend that's already established. And maybe that's what I'm doing, right? Because I'm waiting for a reversal and then entry. But retracements are not reversals, are they? On a smaller time frame, they are. Retracement and then, well, oh, by the way, this zone is not yet confirmed. I'll need to see if, okay, it's gonna be confirmed now. So, yeah. For me, the way the zones are confirmed are confirmed is a closure with the body like we just did right now. So now this zone is confirmed. So now that's when I start looking for retracement. So yeah. So for me now, I'm like, this is a valid zone where we can likely see price come and use it as support. If the body is not yet closed, we can see it wick down and the body is closing here. Yeah, that kind of shows you that, well, there's some sort of rejection up here and price is likely to move down further. But with that body close, then it shows that, yo, we got the muscles here. Taking a trade right before the open of the other 1 hour candle. We don't like that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. This thing going to do now. As it's doing its thing, let's come here real quick. I'm in queue. Let's do like I want to chat that I've not drawn. I want to do 15-minute here, and the 5, maybe the 30 seconds, 15 seconds, which is a little bit slow. Yo, let's go back here. I don't remember closing the 30-minute. So this is the 30-minute candle and this is the 1 hour candle here. Pretty much what I use this for is just to get this characteristic. If I'm long, I want to see open, I want to see a drop, and then on the way up or before that open, if I can get an entry, it's amazing. And then look to take part in the expansion. That's pretty much what we're looking for. My brother. Yo, how do I get rid of this space here? No bookmarks bar. Okay. Sometimes the solution to your questions is to ask them aloud. You speak up and get divine answers. I kind of like this, but then again, remember that we took. Then this looks like. All right, I do have a trend line here. Yeah, my time is complaining. We gotta wait, sir. We got to wait. If that happens, I just put that right there just to be ready. From this low to the high, that same distance. The opposite side could be a target. Pretty much, maybe I do trade flags. There's no reinventing nothing here, y'all. Flags. This is not a coincidence that above that zone is what we're using as support at the moment. I think I'm gonna start using that left side there for maybe some advertisements. Put my TikTok, Instagram handles, or I could start playing some executions I've taken in the past. I think that's a good idea. And I can have something just, instead of it just being static, it's not doing anything there. Profit target 3,000. Yeah, you can see that right there. Maximum loss limit 2,000. I mentioned that from time to time. Daily loss limit is 1,000. That will never happen. My trade risk a day is 200 to 250. The most I'll do if I'm nuts is 300. Which I think this day I took a $280 trade. Ended up being a winner, so 560. That was good. Would have been bad if it lost. 3 minis, 9 micros. I don't need that much with this strategy, at least. 40% consistency rule. I never go anywhere $1,200 in profit, because all that says is I cannot make over $1,200 in profit, or I need to have a bigger target than 3,000. So I'm always below that consistency rule. So we got those ones on check. We got those ones in check. Yo, I need to see a retracement back to that 50 and then break over trend line so I can enter a trade. I'm getting impatient here. That's why I got rules, yo. So your impatience is always in check. So no matter how impatient I get, I still can hit buy. We stay disciplined that way, yo. Emotions in check. Which is why when everything lines up and then I'm doubting the trade and sometimes I end up not taking it, it's not fair. It is not fair. There's one trade on, I think it was on Friday, but then I don't blame myself too much. I had taken a loss. And I'm worrying too much about the capital that I have, which is not 50k by the way, it's 2,000, because that's how much I cannot lose or this challenge is done. So the 50k is just a facade. Is that a word? Facade definition. Yeah. Facade. That's how you say it. Facade. Yeah. Because I'm thinking the other way that this would be presented would be, you're gonna get a 50k account, and for you to pass you need to make 150,000. Yeah, I don't know how many people would go for that. You need to make 3 times that, because pretty much that's the same thing that we're doing, right? So they say it's 50k, but then you cannot lose 2,000, so all you have is 2,000, and then they want you to make 53,000. So pretty much you have 2,000 and we want you to make 3,000. So they want you to flip that money and then flip and a half, if that makes sense. So 2,000 will be 100%, and then an extra 1,000, 50 more percent of the initial whatever. So this is tough, man. So in 55 days we've done 1,400. If you think about it, we're about to get to 75% of the 2,000. So in this case, if it was 50k and I'm risking the same in terms of that ratio of the 2,000, which I risk 10%, because $200 you're risking 10% a trade. That's quite a bit. Okay, what happened to my OBS? So 10% of 50,000 will be 5,000. So if I'm up 1,500, that would be like $75,000. No. You're lying. It would be 75% of 50K. What would that be? The math is not mathing. But you get the point. They're asking for too much, y'all. But because it's just 200, it doesn't look like it's a lot. And then you only spend what? It's like this was 149 maybe. So risking $200 is, so it's really psychology, man. It is psychology. So even if I lose this challenge, the amount of money I've lost is 149, but then again, the time too. And I think that's what hurts. Well, that's what makes you feel something. The time I've spent here has been nuts. The thing is, it still wouldn't be a problem because I have a lot of entries of data I can go study. So, which is worth the time and effort. All of this right here is like my gold right here. I can go look at every trade and look at all this data as well, the time, how many points, blah blah blah, then kind of see what stands out and then see if I can streamline this strategy even better. There's some goal, so it's a win-win either way. Either way, it's a win-win. Okay, so a new hour started. Again, very careful because we do have this new, I mean, we cannot be very careful, but just know that we got this news coming up. So anytime from now, we're gonna be entering, doesn't have to, but we might be entering like a consolidation phase. So 3 more hours to those news. Again, if I don't get a trade by 9, I'll be back here at 11:30 just to see if I can get in sync with the move that the 11:30 news creates. So pretty much look for a trade at 12. But this one will tend to be one side. This is the fake out, and then this is the actual move now. We'll see if that characteristic will. And then of course I'll have to see if there's an entry for, if I do get an entry with the system I'm using here. If not, so be it. So be it. So it be. Okay, let's track that 1 hour candle. Let's look at it as it forms. So pretty much if we're bullish, we want to see it open and then we want to see it retracement. So that would be the what? So this is good accumulation here, we could say that, and then manipulation. And then when it's flipping, you want to be in, when it's turning to green, you want to be in that trade. So looking for buys below the open line or at. Uh, 15 seconds. Little bit of a gap here on the 15-minute time frame. I'm just curious to see what it's going to do. That's all. I don't see us coming back down here, but if we do, we'll. It's all good. That trend line is more of liquidity now. Then on that leg that's coming down, I like it when it takes a couple of swing lows, when it takes a couple of sell sides if we're going long, and then if it trades to like a gap or something of the sort. Then we start ripping up. That would be nice. So we'll be taking a $200 trade if I get a trade. So if we lose, we're looking at going back to 51,200. Not bad, but not good too. I have stayed in this area for this will be the third week now. I'm not complaining. Maybe I am a little bit. Salome 3907. Money. Okay. I am liking this a lot. I would like that to close below here so I can have two swing lows. I really need to backtest this thing because now I have not done a backtest in a little bit. That is not good. I've been busy though. Busy doing what? Oh, right. I've been busy. I would like that candle to close short of that high so I can argue that's a second swing low. When we cross that high, I'm telling you, I'm taking that trade, and that'll be the trade for the morning. 39 points. Okay, so we got two swing lows there, so let's see if I can take a trade here. If something comes at 1, 2, 3, 235 is good. My stop loss will strictly be at that low. A closure, no. I will have to wait for this EMA to cross the blue. So another rule I have. Change that to market. But I like this long now. Kind of like it. I wish there's a way I can remove these positions and orders. Oh yes, it's still there. There we go. Bingo. This one side is enough. All right, so that bit of a gap there, let's see if that could act as support. So we've taken this low and that low. So I just need to see a closure above that. Is it really a trend line? It is. And then we'll need to see the orange EMA cross the blue, and then we can take that trade. If that doesn't work, then I've done everything in my power, y'all, in my ability. I have done everything I could do to make this a successful trade. But we all know that according to the market, price decides on where it wants to go. We just guess and use our analysis to massage the guesses. Okay. Again with the news, this could be a seek and destroy, where we take a low and then we take a high. So it could be just coming down here to take this low and then go back up to take that high. Yeah, that is likely to happen. Seek and destroy. And I believe the EMAs can save us from that. Our word is too heavy. Can help us get rid of such conditions. And pretty much also the 1 trade a day. Because if you take that loss, you're done. When they start doing that, seek and destroy, taking both sides, you're not taking part in that business. There's also this up candle here that's paired with a fair value gap right there. I don't want to draw too much, but that could also be a thing. I'm gonna sometimes I catch myself saying some weird things, or that is a 15-minute gap there paired with that up candle. So let's see what kind of reaction we'll get from here. As of now, abort mission. As of now. So that up candle paired with that fair value gap, I am curious to see. The gray signals what I think are breakers, or maybe I could say supply turn demand, demand turn supply. I've not had anyone say anything of the sort, so I could be wrong. And we just touched the fair value gap. And this will be the new swing right here. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Swing high to swing high. I'm gonna get rid of this 15 inverted here. I think it's played its role, but I'll just leave it here. We got new players in here, so let's look at those. And we also have another one here. Analysis paralysis. It tried to keep bodies below, body touch, and then this one just rips up. So okay, we just went past those. Let's see this one. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the gray one right there just for cleaner charts. This one we already know exists, so I'm gonna push it back a little bit. Let's see this one. It's an inverted 15. Let me just mark it. Inverted 15-minute fair value gap right here. Resistance, rip through, so maybe turn to support. Hey, the press action today is funny. It is not on my side at all. Wow, that is quite a bit of a move there. $80 points from the open of the 50-minute candle. I'm gonna look at the 15 seconds a little bit here. It's all good. People trading the ORB. Let me see what 15 minutes. Bro, what you doing? ORB folks, I have to backtest that thing. Let's say it's the 630 to 645, which would be this candle here. I have it marked done. Breakout. It traces back and then reaps money. About the first 1 hour, 6:30 to 7:30. Let's look at the 5 minutes. People, I know some people also trade the 5-minute candle as the ORB. The first 6:30, right there. You wait for a break and then a retracement, and enter money. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this one here, of this box, just for cleaner charts, and we can use this one that's currently getting a reaction from. This is the part that I don't see so much. People waiting and waiting and waiting. Imagine waiting this long and then this much. Then you get a trade and you still lose. Yeah. All right, 9 a.m. is the cutoff time for the morning session. After 9 a.m. I'm not gonna be taking any trade, but I'll be back at 11:30, 11:45, just to see if I can get in sync with the momentum of the 11:30 a.m. So hopefully we can get in sync. We can find something. Maybe even hold past 1:2 if we get there. Today is day 55, right? day 56. So 4 more days to then it's gonna be 2 months. 4 more days. If I had a 50k account, would I still risk 10%? The answer is yes. If I lost the 5,000, the second trade I would trade 2,500. If I lose that, then I would trade 1,250. If I lose that, I would now make it a constant to trade $500 a trade until I make back 20 times 0, until I make back 5,000 what I've lost plus 2,500 plus 1,250. So I would start risking just $500 until I get back 8,750. That sounds like a good plan when we get there. So that would take 17 trades. Now, how true is what I just said? Would I really do that? Yes, I would. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna see any movement. I think we're just gonna play around here. I'm not getting that trade that I want. I'm not getting that dynamic that I want to see. EMS lineup, retrace, break. It was about to happen here, but it never did. I would have taken a loss here. But it never did. Mm-hmm. 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 I just got to 103 subscribers. Yay. Well, that happened yesterday, I think. I think it was 1 or 2 yesterday. So thank you, people. Thank you. 103 people subscribed. 55 days of being patient, y'all. Good times, bad times, missed opportunities, and some mistakes. But we're still here, we're still here, we're still moving. We are still in the race. One trade a day. We have taken 2 trades a day too, but 2 times only. And both we lost. No. Yeah, 2 trades. I think on the 3rd day or the 2nd day, I took a trade on Nasdaq and then also took a trade on the same time, took a trade on gold, and they both lost. The thing is, I had seen on the past, maybe the previous prior days before those losses, I had seen some really good trades on gold and NQ working at the same time. So I was like, let me take part. Boom. Got punished. No, I won't look it as getting punished. It just didn't work that day because I did follow the strategy rules. And that's why I took that where is it? This loss here. Wait a minute. I think it's this two. Yeah, NQ. So it was on the 3rd day, NQ. Small trades too, not that bad. 317. So the plan here is, if we keep going long, of course I would like to see a closure above this 15-minute. Probably, and then maybe look for these highs if we can keep going up. High probability we are entering the consolidation phase now as we go near the news there. So 2.5 hours to go. Need to stop here, go make breakfast, get a shower, get prepared for the afternoon, and then come here. I don't think it's amazing how we get those reactions from those gaps in 15 minutes. But honestly, I feel like you could use any concept and you'll see reactions around whatever levels that your strategy, the concept that you have provides. I think you see what you want to see, right? But this is you gotta be blind not to see that, even if it's about seeing what you want to see. Look at that gap there. Touch, trade below, touch, trade above, touch, trade below, touch. This right here looks to me like seek and destroy. Low, high, taken. I'm amazed they're not coming to take this low. Then go back up. The only way to see if that is true is go back to anytime there's major news, and just look at the price action that's leading to that news, and then see how many times, let's say in 20 of those days, you saw the seek and destroy, and probably you could try do that. Yeah, seek and destroy. Because if that's what's going on right now, we are gonna be coming to take this low, and then go back up to take the high, and then I've not seen that in a while, so kind of like the price action here. Not really seek and destroy, because those are higher lows. Then rip. Nice and seek and destroy. Here, there's a little bit of that. You take the high. And then took this low. Then took the high. Well, it didn't take this low. Decided it wants to go up now. Not much of a seek and destroy there, but whatever. Okay, 8:30 EMAs are lined up. Let's see if we can get something to take those highs. I think we might trade above those highs, I'm thinking. The question is, if I take a loss right now, will I still take a trade in the afternoon? My answer is no. I will strictly stick to that one trade a day rule. The whole thing is not to mess up the days where I'm winning. Does that make sense? It does to me. Because if I take 2-3 losses today and then tomorrow I get a win, the win doesn't really feel like a win, because you still have those losses to get back. So looking at this 15 minutes, what I believe to be a breaker, I think I need to find a new name. If at all it's not a breaker, but low, high, low, high, high. If I was to divide it into two, we did trade to the lower half and then went back again to the upper half. So in my head, with using that as support, I'm seeing quite a bit of bullishness here, and I'm thinking the high would be a good target as a buy side. This is analysis paralysis. We also have to worry about this thing here. Weak body weak. This is another ninja that likes to act as support and resistance. Problems. Or warnings, however way you want to see them. You can see them as problems, or you can see them as warnings. Trying to be positive here. Okay. put that to the side. Still have cleaner charts here. I would like to take a trade from somewhere here and then aim for that, for those buys, for the highs here. So will price give us that? And honestly, EMAs have lined up. I have my retracement. I just need another swing. Yeah. Now I've pretty much put myself in a place where I need to see two swing highs, which is not really needed. Otherwise, if that closes bullish, that can be an entry with a 27-point stop loss, aiming for 29. So a little bit of 1:1. But we all know I'm not gonna take that trade. But this is good already, line up. Again, I'd prefer to see a 15-minute closure above this, whatever here. So should take a trade after 10 minutes. So if we close above it, and then I'd like to see a retracement just to see if that can hold price a little bit to get back up here. I think, given the conditions I'm seeing, I think that would be a nice thing to wait for. Abort mission. I'm gonna take a small break. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I like what I'm seeing here, but I don't like what I'm seeing on the 15-minute though. Damn, this is... Mhm. So a closure above that trend line right there could be an entry, but we don't like that candle formation right there. But 25 points. That could be a good quick trade if we close above the high. That should give us our honesty to know. No. 15-minute candle. I think I'm gonna take that trade. Just whatever, man. 15 seconds. I don't have much time. Hurry up. 1, 2, 3. 135. 4. Market. Depend on how that one closes. I would have loved to see a 15-minute candle closure though. This is a risky trade, but I will take it regardless. $200, why not? If I lose this, I'm not gonna be coming back in the afternoon, so one trade a day special. 21. This is a good idea. 5, 15, 220, as long as I'm within risk parameters there, I'm good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, abort mission. Abort mission. I don't like that rejection on that 1 minute candle. Guys, what do we do here? Do I wait for the afternoon? Do I force this trade? I would like to see a 15-minute candle closure above this box here. But then again, this is still in play. We closed so anyway, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's the new trend line now. And we can give this thing another shot, and it's gonna be 4 contracts. A new 15-minute candle. Stop loss below the 100 EMA there. We are in an area that's supposed to send price down, but $192. Don't go too far, my guy. Chill. 224. Might have to take 3 contracts here. 230 is okay. 236. All right, guys. I mean, let's see how this goes. If this loses, well, I'm already taking my 1 trade a day, so I don't know about this one, but let's see. Some of these trades I don't know about end up being the best. Okay, so yeah, saying Kazagani tena. Okay, good to know. My 1:2 is somewhere here, but when we take this buy side, I think, I don't know. What is the probability this thing is gonna give us 59 points? I don't know. No, I want this thing to be 1:2 to the tick. Oh, I'm not recording. Oh, shoot it. I am now. Entry was 2.5. Profit level will be, there we go. And the stop loss is whatever. Well, let's see how this goes, y'all. I think when I take that, we trade above the buy side, I can close out 1 contract if we do get there. And then, so if we come back down, I can offset the stop loss a little bit. Don't do me like that, yo. Don't do me like that. Again, I would have loved to see a 15-minute candle closure above that gap there, but there's always gonna be something, another confirmation you may want to see. So whatever, man. We have submitted to that 200 and, is it 230 units? 234 plus $4. That's a quick loss. Be hopeful, y'all. Did I force this trade? Maybe I did. But everything lined up though. Everything lined up. So it's not a bad trade. I'm gonna look at gold real quick here. It's okay. What in the world just happened? Yep. Got stopped out in a nasty way, bro. Man, my drawdown is now 1200. That's not good. Yeah. That one I feel like was a forced trade, but we should have easily traded up to here though. 51,100 all the way from. Let me see how much we lost on that one, because I know there was some slippage there. That was a nasty candle, y'all. $325. Hey, $325. Stop. That was a nasty. That was like $100, close to $90 of slippage. Yeah, this challenge, yo, is challenging. You should have done that on the opposite side. Yeah, I probably should have waited for a 15-minute candle closure above this gap, especially with this 1, 2. Tough times, yo. So that was quite a bit of a loss, so I don't think I'm gonna trade the afternoon. Or maybe I can still come and take a trade and just maybe do one micro and risk like $100 or something. See if we can make that $300 back, or at least offset that loss. So yeah, I'll come and look for another trade at 11:30, see if we can get in sync with that momentum. Otherwise, yeah, that was the worst time to get in a trade. But then again, how do you know that that's gonna happen? Because this could have easily happened the other side too. Nasty. Seek and destroy. Seek and destroy is in play, y'all. Probably we are coming. Let me take a screenshot real quick. Today is day 56. Really? I wrote 55. Oh, correct. I will correct the... Yeah. Looking for an entry right before those major news, bro, is done disaster. Anyway, this could have easily also happened the other side, so no worries. No worries, we are still in the race. I still have $1,200 to work with. Distance to draw down. This week, bam, bam, bam. For people watching, is anyone in that trade? Was anyone participating in that? I'm curious. I am curious. But then again, you know about this area, bro. You know about this. Again, as I said, there's always gonna be something opposing. I think I'm gonna end the stream here and I'm done for the day. Or maybe I should come back in the afternoon so I could make the today's loss even worse. 325. That's too much for the allowance I have for risk. My risk tolerance is 250. This one has gone beyond that with a lot, with $75. So now I could come back in the afternoon, see if I can offset this loss by doing like 150 maximum profit. The risk with that is we could make the loss even worse, or we could offset this loss. So what do we do, y'all? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, I'll be back. So we're risking taking this account back to 50k, 900, 800, or take it back to 51, 400, or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'll be back again in the afternoon, or not really afternoon, but Eastern Standard Time, yeah, but my time right before afternoon I'll be here, just to see if we can get in sync with this news. Honestly, I should have waited. I should have waited for a close above the high, but I made a decision not to. AMAs are lined up, the trade was good. It just didn't work out. Alright, so to the closing scripture right there, to the only God our Savior through Jesus Christ our Lord be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time, now and forevermore. I'll be back in 2 hours, maybe 9, 10 to 11, 2.5 hours. I'll be back here, And I'm out. Thank you so much for those who joined in, for those who took their time to watch this, listen to me yap here, trying to make sense of this complex stuff here, because this is some complexity stuff. It looks easy if you look at it on hindsight, but when you're taking part, in real time, trying to see where price will be going, it is some complex stuff, yo. But there is simplicity in that complexity. What are you saying? All right, see you in 2.5 hours. Marera Capital, and I'm out. Unless there's any questions, which I'm not seeing any comments. All right, see you in 2.5 hours. Peace.